All right. I'm sure you wanted to come back with 2 wins, but anytime you go on the road, you split. You got to be happy with the road trip.
Right. We're happy with the split. We weren't happy with the way we played at East Bay more than the loss. We didn't come out and play with a lot of urgency at either end. We let our stale offense, our missed shots dictate how we defended, and so while we felt like we had a pretty good defensive shooting percentage against East Bay, we just didn't play with a lot of urgency at either end, and against a really good team like that, it just ends up pretty bad.
You feel like at all the overtime during the night before it kind of took a little bit out on you guys?
Potentially, but East Bay played Pomona the day before, so you can't really use that as an excuse. But it's our first back-to-back game since November. But that's the way the CCA is, so we need to make sure that we're ready to go night in and night out. It's tough when you do have an overtime game where a lot of people play a lot of minutes, but that's the way it is.
So you guys getting ready home this week, 2 contests, Sonoma and San Francisco. Sonoma team looks like the record would indicate that they struggled this season. 1 conference win, and facing a team like that, I mean, it's obviously the Sonoma Humboldt rivals, but you kind of got to throw the record out there. You know that they're just going to bring a good effort against you guys.
Right. We have 2 wins, so it's not like there's a big difference between the records between the 2 teams. We're working really hard defensively to deflect passes, to be more active, to communicate and do all those things at the defensive end that never change from night in and night out, regardless of whether you hit shots or not. And so that's our main focus this week is really trying to be more consistent defensively and just to bring more energy. And Sonoma always shows up with great energy. They're very prepared. They're always very balanced in scoring, and we expect a really good game.
Go ahead. I'm gonna do my research.
do your research. All right. Friday night, Saturday night, Kersey was 25 points. Friday, Saturday night, 45. So, how much do things change when she's scoring compared to when she's having an off night?
Right. It was tough. East Bay did a great job slowing Kersey down, and they did a great job, but I felt like we didn't give her enough opportunities to do what she does best and get out and go in transition, get rebounds so that we can go. There were too many tips out of bounds that we had to take, or we were in her way a lot. In watching film, there just wasn't a lot of spacing, and we didn't give her an opportunity there. And so, a few baskets here or there, I think would have helped her, get out of it, and then helped us overall as well.
And now, now that you mentioned first back-to-back since November, I think now that it's January, you think you guys will be able to kind of settle into this 1 weekend at home, 1 weekend on the road, and kind of switch it back and forth?
Hopefully. It's one of those things that the CCAA continually votes in every year, is that we play Thursday, Saturday at home and Friday, Saturday on the road. And while it's not competitive equity, it's what we're dealt with, and so we need to be sure to bring it and recognize that our schedule isn't the same as everybody else's, and that's just the way it is.
Have you been able to look at the tape of Sonoma? Do you guys similar at all? Not saying it record-wise, but just the type of way you guys play.
I think we can match up with them pretty well. They're pretty balanced. They have different people scoring for them every night, and so you can't really key in on one. They're disciplined. They run their action very well, and so you have to be solid defensively. And so I think that we do match up decently with them. At the other end, they really defend and force you to make shots and force you to run your stuff and do a good job of keeping people in front of them, and they don't take a lot of risks at the defensive end. They make you hit shots and make you run your action. So I think that we do match up pretty well.
Great.